Okay, hello, welcome to 2025, the year of Payday 2 slop content. We're gonna be doing a tier list because it's easy and I don't know, man. I just went on the first link. I sure hope everything is here and accurate. And also, it looks a little weird. I have Dark Reader on. Whatever, it's fine. No one cares. Okay, so here are my tiers. I didn't want to just go with letters, but I have game defining, easy picks, just places to put extra points, meh, and genuine dog shit. I also haven't looked at the skills in I don't know, a long time. So hopefully I'm not washed. Let's start with aggressive reload. It's just an easy pick, especially if you're running sniper rifles, since you're gonna go for grays anyway. If you're not on grays, I think it only affects rifles and sniper rifles. And the basic version is 15%, which isn't bad. But really, you're here for the aced version, where kill with headshot in single fire, I believe, is what triggers a double speed reload, and that's really fucking good. Akimbo is it kind of depends. I think realistically it goes into extra points. It gives you stability and ammo, which is it's definitely good, but if you're using akimbo shotguns, for example, your points are gonna go into shotgun skills, and then you're gonna pick up akimbo just kind of last. If you're using akimbo SMGs, you're putting your points into body expertise, and you're still going for akimbo last. Realistically, the only place where you have to pick up akimbo is if you're doing akimbo pistols. So even though akimbo are stupid strong, I still think akimbo is just an extra point skill. Ammo conservation, ammo economy, ammo something. I don't remember what this one's called. But when you get 3 headshots, then you get a bullet back, or aced 2 headshots. I imagine it's good. I can't fucking hit headshots. Maybe controversial, it's meh. Because if you're running sniper rifles, you're getting grays, which is already making infinite ammo for you. And if you're not running that, then you're running probably rifles, because that's the only other thing it affects, right? It has to be single shot rifles. And what you're left with is DMRs, which I guess some of them are bad on ammo, but after the buff, they're all kind of fine. Do you need it? No. Is it good? Yeah, I guess. I think it's just okay. Realistically, I've never looked at it as anything other than just something I pick up while in the Graze tree. Berserker, I think we know where that one goes. Almost double damage for no fucking punishment, especially on death sentence, is ridiculous. And I mean, I guess there's also the melee element, which helps on some builds. You can just fucking one-shot dozers. It's really, really strong. And it's not even tier 4. So yeah, that's a fucked skill. It's awful. Bloodthirst. Definitely an easy pick. Even on builds without more damage, I love Bloodthirst, because you just kind of charge it up. So it's not free, you always get to use it, but you charge it up and then you've got big damage and you reload faster. So you can sort of charge your melee and then hit something when you need to recharge, and it's almost guaranteed to kill unless you're using probably something really bad. Bloodthirst is a fantastic skill, and it's also pretty cheap. Body expertise. I think it's hard between an easy pick and game defining. Because it's not like as much of an insane boost as Berserker. And also it's a tier 4, so it costs a lot of... I think it's an easy pick, but it's not like game defining. Because although you can just like aim for bodies and whatever, again, it's tier 4, it's an expensive skill. Especially if you want it aced. If you want it basic, like it's okay, but what is it, like 30% damage compared to the 80 or 90? Man, I'm so fucking washed. Point is, it's great. If you can take it, you probably will. This is like, it's what you're gonna go for if you're using fucking akimbo, rifles, SMGs, any of those. You're going for body expertise anyway. The issue is it's kind of expensive and it fucks your points because of that. But yeah, it's a pretty easy pick. Bullet Storm. I think we know where that one goes. Combine Bullet Storm with a couple different weapons and it's fucked. You could, like, 1 minute Bullet Storm, 1 minute of infinite commando ammo, 1 minute of infinite, like, akimbo SMG ammo, 1 minute of, like, even something less good, like just any rifle. If just like the ability to hold down the mouse and remove everything in front of you is overwhelmingly powerful. And I can say that for like the next skill as well, Bullseye. I think everyone agrees. I think Bullseye is in competition for the best skill in the game, to be honest. And it's a little bit silly, the way it works. As everyone knows, armor gating. I would say my issue with it is that the aced version like doesn't fucking really do anything for anyone, which also kind of fumbles the balance even more, because it's such an incredibly strong skill at just basic, and it's a tier 3. Like, I always build up to it with like basic, so it's 6 points for like such an enormous survivability boost. No one is going to disagree with Bullseye being extremely high. This is Saw Massacre. It's okay. It reduces wear down. It increases the amount that you can use your saw, basically. And also the aced version, I think, panics enemies on kill. Is it on kill or is it on... No, it's definitely on kill. So realistically, you're not going to take it for that, but it's a tier 3 as well, so it's pretty cheap. And if you're running, like, I don't know, Big Bank, you bring a saw, this will, like... I don't know how much it reduces the wear on saws, but it'll probably increase how much you're getting out of it. Do you want to bring it? I don't think so. It doesn't really matter. Saws aren't brought because, like, oh, we have 47 doors we need to get through. Saws are brought on missions where it's like, okay, we got 2 doors, it's kind of annoying to lockpick them or drill them or whatever. So you don't really need it. It doesn't really do anything. This is Chameleon, which, or is it Sixth Sense? When we get to the stealth skills, I'm kind of fucked, guys. Whatever this is. I think this is the one where you can pick stuff up in casing and I think it opens some, like, pre-planning? Is that right? Or maybe it increases the value? I don't know. I'm a fucking loud player. This doesn't fucking matter to me at all. I've never picked that up. Body bags, or I think it's bagger. This gives you more body bags. No one cares. No one needs it. This is either lock and load or close by. I'm not sure. I'll just move it. I'll get to that later. Medic. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. But I don't think it's game defining. Because compared to these skills, like, yeah, more doctor bags are crazy, but, like, Bullseye, you never die, bring an ammo bag and everything else dies, and Berserker is just fucking free damage. Compared to those, I don't think more body bags are as strong, although they definitely are strong, especially if you're going on, like, one down, having the difference between, like, no one on the team with medic bags versus even just one person bringing 2 aced bags is incredibly strong. So if you're going for doctor bags, I mean, obviously you're going to take this. It's crazy. But definitely not game defining. Although you've got like the medic bag meme, which I guess is by definition game defining, or at least meme defining. Whatever, no one cares. It's good. I don't remember what this one's called, but I mean I can guess what it does. It increases the range of C4, which is, it's okay. Is it like awful? Nope. Are you taking C4 often? Nope. But if you are taking C4, then maybe you can like hit another guy with it. I don't know, it's not really something you're going for. This is Combat Medic. So what is this? This is Combat Doctor, right. So this is Combat Medic, which you're required to get anyway, because it's the first skill in the medic tree. And it's pretty good. For what it does, at least. It gives you a little bit of resistance. I think it's 30%. 30% of resistance while you're helping someone up. And I only run like basic Inspire, or no Inspire. So this, it's like sometimes an extra shot, which is fantastic. So to me, I mean, it's an easy pick, on top of the fact that it's just the first skill. Although the aced version sucks cock, no one takes it for the aced version. This is Joker, which by itself isn't good. Like, yes, it gives you a Joker, but by itself, a Joker doesn't really fucking do anything. On Death Sentence, at least. On lower difficulties, I'm sure it's fine. But on the higher difficulties, and by higher, I mean only Death Sentence. On Death Sentence, if you convert an enemy, they have like 960 health. Okay, that's great. All of the other enemies do 225. Your guy's dead in 4 shots. Like, it's, I guess you could take it as a little extra to distract for a couple seconds, but it's not really good for you. Although it is just 2 points after you take the first skill, so I don't know, it's fine. The ace version also doesn't, like, no one cares. If you have 2 converts that are partners in crime, then I guess you might as well ace Joker, but by itself it's not good. Counter-Strike. No. Why would you take this? Like, it's not good. It's really bad. It's, first off, in the same, like, skill tree, or not skill tree, but, like, well, yes, skill tree, but it's in the same tier as Berserker, so it's competing with Berserker, which is fucked. You're not going to compete with Berserker. That's not happening. But also, what it does is it lets you, like, knock down cloakers by charging your melee. Which, I mean, is great, but cloakers have, like, an absurd headshot multiplier, so you, like, shoot them twice with any gun and they just die. And also, there's a bunch of, like, stunning melee, which you don't need to hold, you just tap and then it's done. Like, there's no good reason for anyone to ever use Counter-Strike. I think maybe it also, like, helps knock down enemies, still maybe I'm making that up, I don't know. It's trash. This, I think, is Desperado. Desperado gives accuracy, which doesn't really matter, personally, but it gives not double reload speed, like aggressive reload. I think it's 50%. 50% reload speed is great, although it's not like, pistol builds by themselves aren't really strong, so like you're not taking pistols just for pistols as like an extra. You're going for everything in the pistol tree if you're going for pistols. So would I ever take this by itself? Not really, but if I really have extra points and I'm like running a 5-7, then sure, why not, whatever. Die Hard. As much as I would love to put it here, because of my personal biases, I don't think it is. But though it is a very easy pick. 50% damage resistance when interacting, combine that with Combat Medic, and that's why I don't use Inspire Aced. And just basic, with these two, is good enough to survive fucking anything. And then aside from that, like, repairs, or, like, anything, any interaction, you're so much tankier. I love the skill, and it's also cheap, and it's also on the way to Bullseye. Like, it's really hard not to put it here, but I think objectively it doesn't compete with these three. This is Dire Need, which is extra points, because I don't really think I'd ever... maybe I've gone for it like a couple times when I wasn't in the Artful Dodger tree. But, I mean, it's great if you're building up to, like, Sneaky Bastard. This is what you go for, because Shockproof is not good. But, by itself, would you ever really use this? No. Though if you do take it, it's effective. It'll definitely help your survivability, though I can't really put it in this tier or higher. Drill Sergeant. Yeah, easy pick. No. Is that Drill Sergeant? Is this Drill Sergeant? This has to be... No, this is Hardware Expert, this is Drill Sergeant. Okay, hold on, let's do this one first. They're both going to be in the... No, okay. Drill Sergeant is a faster drill repair, which, again, combined with Die Hard, you've got drill repairs covered, it's free. But this one, I think, is extra points, because it speeds up drills. Realistically... Do you need a faster drill? No. A lot of drills are like a minute. And this shaves, I think, 25% off. So you're taking 15 seconds off of the drill. Does it really matter? No, no one really cares. Though definitely on like thermal drills, where it's like 5 minutes, yeah, this is helpful. But again, it's helpful only in the sense of like, does the time saved by the drill, like, could you have died in that time, or could something have gone wrong? Could it have? Yes, but probably not. And it's like, after this great skill for 1 point, you could get this basic and then aced, total for 7 points. If you have 7 points lying around, definitely go for it. Otherwise, no. This is Parkour, which I think is a meh. More movement speed doesn't really matter. Or, well, it does. More movement speed definitely does matter, but you can also just, most of the time, stay where you are, and you'll be fine. And then just wait to run whenever it's safe. Just like clear some enemies, problem solved, done. And then the aced version, which allows you to run and reload, is like actively annoying. Could you work around it by like having a weapon butt so that you can reload cancel quickly? Yes, but it's so much easier to sprint cancel, in my opinion, since first off it's more responsive, and also it's just easier, I think. But yeah, I don't know, it's not good. I only ever take it if I'm building up to Sneaky Bastard. This, I think, is ECM Overdrive. Or maybe this one's ECM Overdrive. Who's to say? I don't know. This one gives you 2 ECMs. This one lets you open doors and activate feedback. Or is feedback? No, feedback has to be a no skill thing. Maybe this like speeds up the recharge or something. As far as I know, this is just opening doors and stuff, and for that, it's meh. Is it abysmal? No, because sometimes you want to make a build and you use like 2 ECMs, and then you can use this like skip past the security gate drill. So it's not like complete dog shit, but it's expensive, and really you're only speccing in it for like meme builds, which is kind of the same for whatever the fuck that is. Sentry skills, we'll get to them later. This one-handed talent, dude, I'm not washed. I've got it still. Meh. I'm sure there's like some setups where it gives breakpoints. Honestly, I'm sure there's some setups where it gives breakpoints, but like, come on, it's plus 5 damage basic and then plus 15 total aced. I guess just the fact that it could give breakpoints at least takes it out of whatever this tier is. But I don't really see it as being particularly good. And it also competes with Desperado, which reloads faster. And at that point, if you're reloading faster and you're more accurate, then you might just fucking kill the enemy before whatever damage this is takes hold. Extra lead, I think this one is called. It's definitely an enabler for Bulletstorm, because basic, sometimes I run the setup of aced Bulletstorm basic extra lead. Since I think basic gives you the 2 ammo bags. Or it gives you more ammo? I don't really remember. Point is, it's an enabler for Bulletstorm. So you gotta give it that at least. But unless I'm speccing strictly into holding mouse 1 with Bulletstorm, it's just extra points to me. And also, just note, these aren't arranged like anywhere between the tiers. Probably should have said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it now. I think this is far away, which is not good. I guess in some like shotgun builds you want the extra range and accuracy if you're using like fire and something like that to like shoot snipers, but you don't want or need it, and it's kind of just in the way. Feign Death, definitely extra points. Since a lot of people already take 9 lives, Feign Death for the 15% option is just 3 more points. Might as well. If you've got the 9 points you need for aced, that's 45%. It's not bad, definitely, but is it like something that I go for? No, because I don't really go down enough. And then when I do go down enough, it's not like I need to get back up immediately. I'm fine with just waiting. But I guess it could be useful. I don't know. It's okay. Hip firing, definitely an extra point skill, because, well, it gives you extra accuracy when hip firing, and also aced, I think, it gives you accuracy while moving, which is good. It's hard to argue with, but most often, like the weapons you're using, like already you can just build them to have high accuracy, that you don't need to like strictly hip fire them so that they reach their 100 accuracy. And also, it's just nice to ADS. That's just me. But definitely, I know some people, like Rocky and Kokoro, they use this a lot, and they just, like, fucking kill everything. Fire Trap. If you're going for C4, it's a great pick, because it allows you to shut down, like, a whole area for 20 seconds, since your C4 blows up, and then it burns things, and, like, things can't walk through it. But it's a tier 4, and it's not a weapon skill. So it's competing with, like, Graze, it's competing with body expertise. It's just not as good as those, and if you're going for a C4, then you already have extra points lying around, so I don't think I can really give it anything better than that. This is Forced Friendship, which is... it's okay. I don't know, it really doesn't do anything. It gives you some cable ties, and it's probably like a shout range thing. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. It just gives you the rest of the tree, but it's not like useless. Frenzy is also meh. It's not great. It's a tier 4, so again, it's competing with like the stupid skills like Graze and body expertise and even overkill. But what it does is it's kind of like a weird skill. because basic, it gives you 10% resistance and it like kills all your healing, but aced, it gives you more resistance and it gives you back the healing. It's like really unintuitively put together, because when you have the 30% health that it locks you to on death sentence, the healing that you would like, what healing builds are you fucking going for? It's like actively bad for 8 points. Sometimes it helps you with some breakpoints on some setups, or if you're going for like anarchist, it can give you great strength. But realistically, I just don't think it's a very good skill. And if you want to like fully utilize it, like the healing part of it too, and it's like, what are you fucking left with? You're left with like a grinder, which yeah, I've done frenzy grinder, but it's just not good. I don't know. I don't think it's good. Fully loaded though. Fully loaded is better. It's also a tier 4, but it like makes your ammo economy really good, because, well, first off, all of your pickups are higher, so it's already helpful. But also, aced, it has the like the throwable pickup, which can be crazy on like flashbangs, because if you throw flashbangs and you can keep picking them up, it gives you like area denial. That's like the strength of hacker. One of the strengths of hacker is that you have like the reusable pocket ECM, which just allows you to shut down areas over and over, which is effectively what this could do. The issue is it's a tier 4 aced skill for that, and also in the vanilla game it's fucking broken. So like it's hard to say go for it unless you just kind of have extra points lying around. Also, it's kind of funny how this showed up. I have like 300 songs in this playlist. I think that's copyrighted. I'm just gonna skip that. Anyway, Graze. Everyone knows where this goes. It's fucking ridiculous, and it turns snipers from why would you ever use this to why would you ever use anything but this. It completely makes other weapon categories irrelevant aside from like the commando. One headshot, everything around it fucking dies. There's nothing really to say about Graze. It's crazy. Gun Nut. It gives you some more rounds in pistols, not revolvers though, and also faster fire rate. It's okay. Is it bad? Like actively bad like these? No. But it's not good. Heavy impact? Worthless. I think this was in my video on skills that I hate, because like for it to matter, you have to be doing so little damage that it's not realistic. Like you have to be using unzerked, uncritted micro Uzi. Like what the fuck are you even doing at that point? It's not good. High value target. It's just kind of extra points. Definitely if you mark dozers, then it's helpful, because you can have like better breakpoints on them. But if it's anything else, then realistically I don't think you're changing the breakpoints. It's okay. It's cheap, so you know, might as well go for it, but who cares. Hostage Taker. I can't say it's as good as these, because like Bullseye, for example, it's total, it costs 6 points, and you can get an extra fucking heavy shot every 2 seconds. With Hostage Taker, it's an aced tier 4, so 28 points minimum, and with it, you can get like an extra heavy shot every 30 seconds or something. I guess it depends on how much health you have. It's definitely good. It allows you to, like, if you're even decent at surviving, it allows you to just like rebuild that health on just accidental shots you take, and for it to not matter. So it's definitely a strong pick, and also you're going for converts along the way, so it's good. Yeah, I don't know. Inner pockets. I'm conflicted, because honestly, it's a pretty easy pick if you want concealment. It's very cheap, for just like 2 points of concealment, or if you want it to like help with ballistic vest as well. But if you're not going for like concealment stuff, then why would you even take it at all? But I think it's in good faith. I have to put it here because if you're going for like concealment, this allows you to play a lot more with your build and change your modifications to be better. Like after they changed the speed pull concealment, like this basically negates it, so that's good. It's just a good skill when you're going for it. When you're not going for it, obviously you're not going to go for it, so it's whatever. Inspire. Although this is game defining, I'm not going to disagree there. I personally don't really like it. Although, I can definitely see why it's an incredibly strong skill. You can revive people from a range, which is absurd. And even if you are close to someone, it's an instant revive. You don't have to like distract yourself for it. It's crazy. And above that, it has the teammate buff that you could just reuse forever, every like a couple seconds. That's why I'm in the habit of always pressing F. It's like dominating enemies and just buffing teammates with Inspire Basic. They get move speed and reload speed. It's a really strong skill. Of course, it's in tier 4, so you know you kind of have to pay for it. But most people are, I'm willing to bet statistically, most people are going for doctor bags or first aid kits on death sentence. So like you're basically already there. There's a reason that everyone fucking runs this skill. Jack of all trades. I think, honestly, it's an underrated skill. Yes, it's sort of out of the way, and it's 9 points to get the extra deployable, but that means like on a build with Bullet Storm, for example, if you have 2 doctor bags with two ammo bags with aced Bullet Storm on them, you can also bring like 2 doctor bag charges, and that's really strong. You can bring like a couple C4 to open a door. You can bring an ECM to like shut down an area. I think it's really strong, but people kind of sleep on it because it's out of the way, and also you kind of have to like think about it, and it also like doesn't sound fantastic. Like you could spec into 1 deployable, not really 2, so why would you bring like a bad deployable along? But realistically speaking, like even that by itself is really strong. So you know, it's hard to argue with. This is Partners in Crime, which is broken. I fucking hate this skill for what it is, because like on health builds, it's basically necessary. Even if you don't like converts, the 30% health buff it gives you is absurd. And then there's also like a movement speed buff, which is not that important. But the health buff is crazy. But on top of that, it gives like a 99% resistance to your converts, which means that on death sentence they no longer die in 4 shots, but because of the insane resistance, they die in 512 shots from the granularity. It's a bullshit fucking skill, and it's what makes converts broken. A Kickstarter is meh. The auto start is what, like 20%, or maybe it's like 10%, and then aced adds another 10% or something like that. Point is, the auto start isn't that likely, and also you still have to wait some time before the auto start. I think it's like up to 20 seconds before the auto restart could kick in, which at that point you might as well just fucking fix the drill. And the aced version, 50% fix on melee. It's cool, but are you really gonna spend like 9 points for that? And like you're realistically gonna pick up Drill Sergeant before then, so you're not spending 9 points. You're spending what, 9 plus? You're spending 15 points to like repair the drill half the time, a little bit faster by melee. It's not worth it at all. So is this one? No, this one is definitely close by, and this one is lock and load. If that's wrong, whoops. But it's a great skill. First off, It lets you run while holding weapons, which doesn't really matter. No one cares. You can sprint jump and it does the same thing. But the strength of this one is that it increases reload speed of every automatic weapon. And that is a little bit silly bajilly, because the reload buffs give you more uptime, which lets you shoot more and kill more, and you're safer. And also, it's universal. It applies to all automatic weapons. So that's like pistols, fucking the saw, even, and it works in like a silly way. You don't even have to kill with the weapon. You just need to kill like with the weapon out. So even if you get like 2 melee kills while you're holding the weapon, sorry. If you get like 2 melee kills while holding the weapon out, it'll still give you the buff. So you can reload like a saw really fast by like meleeing 2 things if you're anarchist or whatever. It's great. I still get comments on my videos to this day asking why I have it on like shotguns, or like on auto shotguns specifically. And that's because if you play it on auto shotguns, it's so fucking nice. It's a crazy skill. But it doesn't compare to these, to be honest. It does have the little bit of like the quirk of when you switch weapons, it kind of fucks up and resets, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Low blow. We all know where that goes. Crits are super strong, and all you have to do is be concealed. It's like, okay, fucking easy. Most people are running dodge anyway because it's easy. Or maybe not anymore. I don't know, I'm old. Maybe people are running fucking armor copycat. Who's to say? I don't know the meta. But yeah, crits, huge damage, not particularly expensive, easy to put on every build. They're fucking dumb. Iron Man. Iron Man is difficult, to be honest, because kind of it fucks with low blow. Iron Man, I think you're only going for on builds where you've already like committed to armor. It's not something you can tack onto everything, and it gets in the way of low blow. So, you know, and the basic version doesn't fucking do anything unless you're anarchist or crook. And the aced version, it unlocks the ICTB, which is fantastic for the decks you want it on, and not good on the decks you don't, because it still has 221 armor, which is not good enough to block a heavy shot. So, if you're going for Iron Man, you definitely already have the points lying around. Is this Marksman? I think it is. I think this is just more accuracy. I don't know, I don't fucking play sniper rifles. It's a stat up, so you know, hard to say. It's definitely helping you, but who cares? Martial arts. No one cares. It doesn't fucking do anything. The 50% health and bleed out? No, that's not what it does. You take half damage from melee, and I think you're more likely to knock enemies down. And then the last line of the skill is because of training. So, I know that. It's not good. It doesn't fucking do anything. All it does is opens up the rest of the tree. So who cares? No one cares what it does. I think on Death Sentence, like melee is it's like 100 damage. Which, I mean, yeah, cutting it in half is good, but meh, who cares? I think this is Hardware Expert. Maybe this is Hardware Expert. I think this is Hardware Expert, though. Gives you more C4. If you're going for it, it's fantastic. Like, if you're going for C4, it allows you to open more stuff, it allows you to kill more things, but it's definitely an extra point skill. Nimble. Lockpick faster. I mean, this is the definition of extra points. It's in the Shinobi tree, which you're not going for if you're in Loud, so you're only taking it if you have extra points lying around. 9 lives. I think, for the average player, I think it's still an easy pick. I don't think it's game defining. Yes, on Death Sentence, 1 down, it literally doubles the amount of downs you can you can have. But outside of that, like just on Death Sentence, it's not that good. And like, I played Death Sentence. Like, I don't give a fuck about one down. And also, having the one down filter like blocks super new players from joining if they don't know how to turn on the filter. So I think it's more fun to play on Death Sentence anyway. So I like most of my builds I don't think even have 9 lives. But it's definitely an instrumental skill if you are not fantastic at the game. I think this is one-handed talent. What the fuck was the other skill? You? What are you? I don't even know what this is. Damn, someone must have already written a comment about that. Sorry, taking off my sweater. Someone 100% wrote a comment about that, and now I'm here. Well, I guess we can put this here and take this out. I don't know what this does. Because this is 100%. It's got like the 4 circles, and Desperado stacks 4 times for accuracy. So I know what this is 100%. I don't know what this is. Is this Equilibrium? This has to be Equilibrium. In which case, I think it's an extra points thing, because it just makes you swap faster. Maybe, I think it swaps faster and it gives you 8 accuracy. Something like that. Which again, if you're running like an AP pistol, awesome. And it costs 1 point. So, you know, that's good. This is Optical Illusions. Which, realistically, like the detection thing no one fucking cares about. But it has the whole silencers thing, and silencers are meta because of professional. Because it gives you an absurd... So I'll fucking put it here. Honestly, I'll put it here. It gives you silly stats. So, you know, you're gonna want silence things anyway. And, like, crits make up for whatever damage a silencer has. Like, it has, like, -2 damage. Like, no one fucking cares when you, like, triple your damage. At least on Death Sentence. And Optical Illusions kind of aids that. It gives you more concealment, allows more crits. Allows more dodge if you're going for Sneak Bastard. But, you know, it's not really something you go for by itself. Overkill. It's an easy pick. I think it can't go in this tier because, like, it's competing with Grays, which like, snipers make shotguns pointless. Like, there's actually no purpose in having a shotgun when, like, a Gray's shot can fucking delete a row of enemies. Whereas, like, yeah, you'll do more damage to them with a shotgun, but it just can't compete. Although, the aced version is really fun, maybe one of the most fun skills in the game, since it allows you to apply the damage boost to other weapons, and also swap faster. So it makes it a really fun playstyle, but it's super expensive. And, like, for this is, like, 28 points minimum for that damage, and it's, like, 75%. Berserker is up to 100%, and it costs 16. So, like, come on. No. Is it 16? Or is it 18? Like, if you're going for martial arts, then you're going for Bloodthirst, and then you're acing Berserker, so that's 9... 10, 12. It's 12 points. It's even fucking less. It's ridiculous. So yeah, 16 is when you ace Bloodthirst, which I do. Yeah. Overkill, definitely fantastic. It also helps saws, which no one cares about. But it helps shotguns, and that's really fun, really strong when you're using shotguns. Without it, it's kind of fucking worthless. Shotguns are kind of fucking worthless. But again, realistically, Grays kills all shotguns anyway. Painkillers. It's... I don't know. It gives you 5 seconds of a buff on whoever you revive, but if you're reviving by hand, then it doesn't fucking matter, because you wouldn't revive them when it's dangerous. And if someone's stupid, then they're gonna manage to get themselves killed immediately after the 5 seconds ends. But I guess if you're kind of like speccing into first aid kits, then you can kind of take it as extra. I don't know. I'm not a Painkillers fan. You. What are you? I don't even know. This is confident. No. This is Joker. This is confident. One or the other. Point is, this allows you to have two Jokers, which if you're going for Jokers is very easy to do if you already have partners in crime, because this is only a tier 2 skill. So it's easy. It gives you a second convert. Is it like absolutely hilarious like partners in crime? No. But it's great. Messiah. I think you definitely have to commit the points for it, but when you do commit the points for it, it's pretty strong, because like the option to take your mistakes and be like, nope, didn't make a mistake, that's really strong. And if you're already on like 1 down, then having to use the Messiah charge and then having to take a doctor bag realistically isn't that much of a punishment. If you're using it on death sentence, I guess it's a little bit tougher, but yeah, it's a strong skill if you want to put the points in. This is I think the skill is called like Overkill. No, Oversaw. Oversaw, something like that. Point is, it unlocks a secondary saw and gives you more ammo. I think it's definitely something you can go for if you have extra points. If you're doing a build where it's like LMG plus saw, those are fun, but definitely something you're doing extra. Pumping Iron is, honestly, it's actively bad, because it's competing with Bloodthirst, which is a 16 times damage boost, compared to this, which is just ×2. They're in the same tier, and relatively, like the basic version, I think is just for regular units, and then Aced is for specials, and like, come on. It's bad. It shouldn't exist. It's a terrible skill. And it has to compete with this one. No one fucking uses it. Quick Fix. It's like, it's nice, I guess. If you're going for first aid kits, you already have it. If you're going for doctor bags, it's just kind of nice to put down doctor bags faster, and the damage resistance is okay for health decks. Not great if you want to Zerk. I guess really only if you're Zerking it's a problem, but everywhere else it's kind of nice. It's just extra points thing. This is Rifleman. I don't play sniper rifles. Though, what it does is it like zooms you in faster, and then you can move around faster while you're zoomed in. I don't know. I don't really care. I think people don't like it because it kind of messes with muscle memory, but I don't take it. I build basic, or not base. I build aced and then basic aced. That's how I build the sharpshooter tree, so it's not really something I interact with. Running from death. Who fucking cares? Like, actually, honestly, it's okay. I mean, it's meh. Because after you go down, you get revived. Maybe you ran out of weapon or your ammo. Like, that's why you died. And it's like, you get up, you can move faster, you can escape. I don't think it's particularly good, but it's 2 points, so you might as well just take it, I guess, if you plan on going down. Scavenger, 1 point. It like increases the area that you're collecting ammo from by like a crazy amount. If you play with and without Scavenger, like you can tell, like it's painful. Yeah, I mean it's a silly skill, and it's a tier 1. Second Wind. Again, tier 1 skill, so it's a very, very easy pick. But, and like it's super nice that it gives you movement speed. And it also obviously opens up the rest of the fucking, the sniper, or not the sniper, but the silent killer tree. That said, the movement speed itself is kind of just nice to have. Second Wind Aced, honestly, I'm a fan. Take Second Wind Aced, it's nice for the team. At least I like it when someone else has Second Wind. But some people don't like that. I think it's fine. For 1 point, hard to complain. Sentry skill, we're gonna get to that later. What are you? Because I think I already had heavy impact, right? Let's see. Right? Or is this heavy impact? Or is this pumping iron? I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, shockproof. It's terrible. Like the self-release takes too fucking long on death sentence. It just sucks, and it's competing with dire need, which, like, if you get tased, right, and then someone breaks your armor, then you can instantly stagger the taser, and then it releases you anyway. So like it's just it's it's a worse version of that. Shotgun CQB, definitely an easy pick. Is so much faster on your reloads. This is Sixth Sense. 100% this is Sixth Sense, this is Chameleon. Got it. Don't give a fuck, it's a stealth skill. What was I even talking about? Shotgun CQB. Faster reloads. Who's gonna complain? And it's also cheap. And if you're going for shotguns, it's there. This is... Dude, I'm so fucking washed. Sneaky Bastard. Yeah, I mean... it's hard. Because if you're doing like a dodge build, like if you're a rogue hacker... Really just rogue and hacker. If you're taking those, then 10 more dodge on top of that is amazing. But if you're doing like grinder, and you're doing like suit grinder, and it's like, woohoo! When I'm sprinting, I get 25 dodge. Like, it's no one fucking cares. And it's also a tier 4, so it's pretty expensive. Though, I think it's relatively easy to build around it, and it's pretty strong when used in the right place. It definitely doesn't compete with these though. Man, it's over for me. This is just the LMG tree tier 1 skill. It gives you stability and accuracy, and for what it is, it's pretty cheap. So honestly, but it's never really something that I kind of go for immediately. It's definitely an extra points thing. It's just more stats. Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, it definitely could be useful in a situation that you may get in, but it's only usable once per mission. It would definitely be crazy strong if you could use it multiple times. But also, it's not really something you want to be speccing into, realistically, of like getting ready to go into custody and recovering. Like, you could use those points on not going into custody. Surefire. Surefire gives you more bullets in your magazine, and also you get some armor pierce, which is good when you combine it with like dire need or something on some weapons, but outside of like some weapons and some situations, it's just kind of like an extra point thing, like on rifles when you're not going for body expertise. Like, I go for it, but it's just extra. Swan Song. Honestly, it's cheap. It gives you 6 seconds to fucking kill everything around you. My one issue with it is that it's one of those preparing to die skills, so you don't like super want to go for it. Resilience, a little bit of extra armor regen and flash resistance if you ace it, but I don't fucking ace it because you can break flashes or sort of get away from them. Honestly, it's not really anything to write home about. Transporter is like the definition of an extra point skill. Since it's very cheap, it's just kind of like a nice QOL. You know, it's whatever. This is one-handed talent. I feel like I've said one-handed talent for like 4 different skills already. But this is the, like, no, this is trigger happy. Yes, I'm so not washed. This is trigger happy, which is not great, to be honest, unless you're speccing for pistols, in which case you're taking it because it's good damage. But the ace version is useless, and pistols are still not good, so realistically speaking, the basic version is not super good either. Okay, this is Underdog, which is okay. Sometimes it gives you some extra damage. Otherwise, you can take it for like breakpoints. It's okay. It's nothing really amazing. Uppers. I'm not going to do these in order anymore. Uppers is definitely an easy pick. Because 14 first aid kits, you can prevent 14 downs potentially on your team. Or for yourself. It allows you to push, like why I use them, is because it allows you to like push the silly aggressive moments sometimes if you want to, or it allows you to be really defensive. It's just a great skill overall, although it's not as good as these. Unseen Strike is a huge damage up. Like it's added onto Low Blow. I don't know if like the community sentiment is that we understand how this skill works or not, but it definitely used to be a we don't know how this skill works, so we don't take it. But it's a strong skill. I think they did fix the description, the misleading one. So yeah, take it. It's great damage. Only issue is it's tier 4, but it's definitely worth the investment, especially if you ace it. But even basic is good. The only problem is, or I guess not the only problem, but if you're in a situation where you can't take Low Blow, you can go for Unseen Strike. But you kind of build the tree awkwardly, since you can't, like you're not taking Optical Illusions aced for that, you're not taking Low Blow aced, so you're left with like High Value Target and Professional, which is fine, they're not bad, but building up to it is kind of awkward. So there's Up You Go and Running from Death. I think this is Up You Go then. Yeah, this one has like kind of movement stuff. It's honestly not as good. It doesn't fucking do anything. It gives you like a little bit more health and a little bit more defense on Revive, but on Death Sentence, you're up with like no health anyway, so it doesn't do anything. So I think this is close by. Or is this close by? Fuck. This is Duck and Cover. Is this Duck and Cover? I sure hope so. Duck and Cover, 1 point. Realistically, it goes kind of here. Or maybe here. This is hard. Duck and Cover, 1 point. I don't think I've ever made a build without it. I think simple as that. That's why it goes up to here. Okay. Time to figure out the Sentry skills. This one I know. This is Tower Defense. It gives you a lot more sentries. Realistically, it's awful, because it's a tier 4. Sentries are terrible. Like, all of the sentry skills go there. That's the end of the story. Except for, I think this one. This one is AP rounds. You don't want to be using sentries. Investing in them is a mistake, and it's just not good. It gives you 4 unsilenced sentries and 2 silenced ones. The 2 silenced ones are bad because their hitbox is protruding, so they can't be protected by the shield, and they fucking die, but I guess they don't attract attention. Although, you want sentries to attract attention. It's all bad. Don't invest in sentries. This, I'm going to guess, is Third Law, because it has the little shield. And that is the ace of Third Law. Because when you ace Third Law, I think it's fair to put in meh. Acing Third Law is required for any sentry build, because it puts up the shield, which means sentries have 250 health, which on Death Sentence is 2 shot from heavies. The shield blocks all damage from the front, so if you place your sentries carefully, then they can at least do something, though it's not good. Again, because you're investing into sentries. And it's the same with this one. It allows you to switch to AP rounds, which allows your bullets to do I don't know what the fucking conversion is, but I think it does 225 to heavies on Death Sentence on headshot. And sentries always aim for the head. So I think that's 40 damage? Or maybe 40 is the not AP. Point is, the AP rounds are good. They conserve your ammo instead of burning it for like 2 kills. It slows down their fire rate. It's nice. But again, if you're investing in sentries, you're fucking playing the game wrong, realistically. Based on how the balance is. Like, the developers don't want you to be playing sentries. I'm gonna guess this is the Eco Sentry, since it gives some more health and it makes it cheaper to put down. Like, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Like, the extra health, I don't know how much it is, but it's certainly not good. And the extra, like, easier deploy cost. Also, no one cares. It's not good. This, like, it swivels faster and it's more accurate. I imagine it has something to do with ammo as well. I don't remember what this skill is called. I don't really remember what it does, but it's a Sentry skill, so it's kind of bad. Okay, so now I'm left with, with these four. I think this is close by. This is close by. This is the hip fire one, right? Or did I do a hip fire one? Let's see. This is lock and load, so this has to be close by. These are sort of counterparts to each other. This is like a shotgun only skill, which I think for that it has to like objectively go down a tier because it just does what this does worse. Although it increases the fire rate of shotguns, and also magazine size? No, okay, I remember how this works. It gives magazine size on magfed, and it gives rate of fire on pump action. And also, it allows you to sprint while holding the shotgun. So, I mean, if you're going for shotguns, easy pick, otherwise useless. I guess it's not a complete counter to this one. So now we're left with the mysteries. I think this is the hip firing one. Did I put it somewhere already? Did I guesstimate that there's a hip firing one? Let's see. Firing from the hip. I think that's what it's called. I definitely talked about it, but did I put it somewhere? I'm not seeing it on a quick scan. Firing from the hip. Oh, is that it? Are these the same skill? I don't know. It's definitely not far away. Oh, I think this is the other shotgun skill. I don't know what it does. There's the reload. I think this is the damage one? It gives some break points, I guess. And if you're already going for shotguns, it's easy to take. Oh yeah, this is 100% the other shotgun skill. If you're going for shotguns, it's good, otherwise completely worthless. And shotguns by themselves kind of have low damage, so whatever extra damage you have is nice. But these two really are a mystery to me. I have Rifleman somewhere. This is Rifleman, I think. There's Rifleman, and then there's Marksman. And then there's whatever this is. And then there's whatever this is. Oh, this is Shock and Awe. Dude, I'm so good at this. I remember. He remembers. Shock and Awe, I think, is definitely an easy pick. Because if you have no shield clear, the ability to like knock down shields is fantastic. But also the guaranteed knockdown on melee is great. And also the basic version gives you like a little bit of ammo speed regen. I said all the wrong words. Armor regen speed. I think 25%? Though it only works for one time per team. Though, like, everyone has it, usually just for the shield knockdown, and even just for that, I think it goes into easy picks. But, yeah, good skill. Now I'm left with this one, which I genuinely don't know. Let's see, what could it possibly be? If it's the shotgun one, far away, then it's this one. But I think this is the shotgun one. Far away, so it's bad. What other stuff is like this? If it's the rifleman / marksman, whichever one those are, again, it kind of goes here. I figured it out. This is the steady aim. This is the tier 1, right? Okay, I think this just gives 8 stability and 16 accuracy when standing. Which, it's an extra point, like by definition. Okay, we did it. I'm an expert. I nailed it. Dude, I remember. This is so cool. 5,500 hours. Although, if you consider the other accounts, it's like 6,000. Anyway, swag. Okay, done. 2025, the year of Payday 2 content, apparently.